The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Washington Redskins. Set to go now in what could be called the Battle of the Beltway. The Ravens and Redskins are underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney!
On second down, here's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now Jackson on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Reuben Foster leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Thompson, and he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's Smith now on second down. Rolling to his right. On the crossing route, complete. That's Richardson. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the ground, it's Thompson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
is incomplete.
Used to have a coach who tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. To throw is Smith. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. Smith on first down. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Again, Smith. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 28 yards. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Baltimore's offense coming back onto the field, and for the Ravens, Charles, it's really no question that the season sort of changed when Lamar Jackson was put in at quarterback. He ran off 4 wins in his first 5 starts. The only loss in that stretch, overtime at Kansas City, and he really gave him life, didn't he?
He certainly did, and give credit to the Baltimore Ravens staff led by head coach John Harbaugh to not only make the change, but institute the type of offense that would give him a chance to be successful. Heavy run-based, him being a full part of the run game, and it has confounded defenses around the league so far. Is it sustainable? That's a question for another day. For right now, he's got a chance to run them into the playoffs.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Jackson on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he gets this one to Michael Crabtree. First catch of the game for Crabtree. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And Jackson throwing once more. Crabtree with it over the middle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
But the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Throwing is Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
The Washington Redskins season has been an interesting one. Who would have predicted that the way this year has gone for them, they would still be in the hunt for a playoff spot in the final weeks of the year? Nobody.
No one. How could you?
Josh Johnson at quarterback, Charles.
Yeah, his 12th NFL team. Hadn't thrown an NFL pass since 2011. And what if he became the guy to lead Washington into the playoffs? No one could have written this script. Offensive line totally rebuilt multiple times this year. And how many times on the negative side did you say that's a real inconsistent team? But on the positive side, that team battles.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Peterson, Charles, at age 33, I think when he signed with the Redskins, people were wondering what would this season be like. Well, it started off pretty good.
Yeah, and you remember the reason why they're asking that question. Age 33. Last season didn't end very well in Arizona. Had some good games, but was hurt down the stretch. Didn't have those games again. But now, 96 yards in the season opener for Washington at Arizona. Comes back for 20 against Indianapolis. And then 120, a big performance against Green Bay. At his best, you're getting Adrian Peterson, the defense's fear.
Now Smith is going to fire one deep. And he's got his man. That's Crowder for the Redskins touchdown. Jamison Crowder, 31 yards. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. I do want to take this time to mention that the next few months, very big in the competitive Madden Championship Series. A few weeks ago, we saw Skimbo go back-to-back.
That's right, back-to-back, second straight year.
You're fired up. And then next up, the Madden Challenge, and it's a $190,000 prize pool, and the ladders to qualify for that tournament now available in MUT draft mode. Exciting things. By the way, do you have a gamer tag, Charlie?
No, I do not have a gamer tag. You must be a good player in order to earn a moniker.
Play action. Now Jackson. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Hey, right on cue. They set up the screen and complete it. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A beautiful spin and room to run. A second juke. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Let's go. Let's go, 15.
On 1st down, it's Smith. Looking for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll run with Thompson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, it's Thompson, and he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And he puts it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, partner, like we always do this time of year with the holidays here and me happy for once. I want to say happy holidays to you, to your family, and to everybody out there in Madland.
I like how you said that. Before I do go on, though, happy holidays to you, your family, and everyone out there in Madland as well. And hope that they're safe and they're happy and successful holidays for all. But as you said, happy for once. Usually you're kind of a Grinch this time of year. What's going on?
Yeah, well, my heart grew 3 sizes this winter.
I love it. I love it. Got to get you some new clothes to accommodate that big chest.
But enjoy the holidays, everyone. Eat, be merry, enjoy your family time. On third down, Jackson. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Let's go. 15.
On first down, Smith. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 6 there on first. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Airing one deep for Crabtree. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Peterson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop a shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
35.
They run it here with Thompson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try the air now with Smith. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter and interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now it's Jackson going for the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Oh, look at the juke. Fighting through it, he's got space. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, 36 yards. And the interception by the Redskins deed leads to a touchdown.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Smith trying to lay one up deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's Smith going up top. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. He's going to let this one go deep. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
He's going deep for Brown. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. A deep ball for Dotson. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. Buying time to his left. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big 1st down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, Smith dancing to his left. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Smith on 1st down. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Throwing is Smith. Quick hitch, complete. It's Harris. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And the Redskins scoop it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. Following the fumble recovery, Smith slide, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Throwing on first down. Smith airing one out for Crowder. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he is all the way up past the 25. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. After the interception, here's Jackson. To the right side and complete to Hurst. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Jackson. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play that time for the Ravens. 48 yards. Detroit! From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews from 13 yards out. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
And Jackson throwing once more. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets them up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
He'll get it up the middle. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know if there's any other way to put it, but that play was blown up right from the snap. How about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? It's almost like they were in the offensive huddle.
Yeah, it's one thing to stand him up from that 1-yard line. Pushing him back to the 5, though. Wow.
Yeah, I like what you just said there. Not just stand them up, but end up making a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10. Smith again. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Terrell Suggs in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. 3rd down, it's Adrian Peterson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Yeah, 52.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing is Jackson. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards
blitz coming, and down he goes. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Sam Cook now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Smith going to throw it. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly. They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. But, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on